So, 2000 Trees Festival, Subways, you excited?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome tonight. We played here quite a fair few years ago now, I can't remember how many, but it's amazing and it's a really great atmosphere here. It's one of those really festivals that's really nice to come to, one I'd actually like. I am camping tonight actually, not the whole weekend unfortunately, but I'd like to come here myself.
You've already spoiled one of our questions, that was going to be hanging around for the whole weekend. Like, are you looking forward to seeing some other bands as well?
Yeah, but tonight's lineup is really good. We've got Turbo Wolf for the Computers, who we've taken on tour with us before, so it's really nice to catch up with those guys again and see them play. I've not seen Fear the Ocean before.
Okay, it'll be interesting to look at then, So how's your year been? 2015 for you has been a bit of a kind of almost a comeback year really. How have you been finding it so far?
It's been really fun. We had a 9-week European tour at the start of the year, which was incredible. Just went to some amazing places, had a really good time, and then about halfway through festival season now, which is just really fun. I'm really pleased that we got to come back to this one. I love it.
I can see it in your body language. You're so excited about it.
I've been really excited about it.
That's good. It's good. So in terms of your 9-week European tour, that must have been pretty tiring, man. Like, was it intense, or how did it go for you?
Well, it's quite long, but it was just really fun. If you go to different places, we went to some really cool cities, places we really love, and it's just fun.
Did you go to places you hadn't been to before, or was it kind of just
I think pretty much we've been to all of them. I'm trying to think if there's any we'd not been to, but a lot of them it was like going back to places that we've been to really like Prague and Bratislava. Austria's always good, Germany's always good.
So in terms of your new record, obviously self-titled, you've been writing it completely yourself. Previously, did you write with somebody else, or is it kind of a whole new thing to you?
The writing side of it's always been the three of us, mainly Billy, who's the singer guitarist. The thing that was mainly different this time was that the production was done we did it ourselves, with Billy being the head of production. So in our rehearsal space mainly, it just completely different experience to go to a big studio, a big producer, but it did really, kind of nice to have that space and a bit more time to do it. The actual time period was quite long, it was probably about a year and a half, but that's because the great thing about it was it meant we could still play shows in between.
Exactly.
Didn't have to put 6 weeks worth of studio time and get it done. It was do a couple of songs, play a few shows, so I really enjoyed doing it.
And did you find that was reflected in the kind of album at the end, or was it kind of, do you feel completely different with this record as opposed to previous ones? Or?
I think because it was quite a lot of hard work to do it ourselves, and kind of not having the outside influence is quite difficult to know when it's done, I suppose, as well.
Are you perfectionists as a band? Are you kind of,
I think everyone in any band kind of always wants to make the absolute best they can at that moment. You kind of look back on each album and it's kind of the best it could have been at that time. Now it would be completely different, but it's kind of you've got to make the most of what your abilities at that time, and I think every band's probably the same on that. So you kind of it's quite difficult to say when that is.
I can understand that. When do you stop? I think for Billy,
production-wise, it's first time producing an album. He's produced demos and things. First time producing an album. I think for him to know when the production was done, so he's made loads of little tweaks. He's sent back versions of one thing slightly changed. I can't tell.
As somebody that just listens, what's the difference? But you must be absolutely delighted with the result. Has it been going down really well with your fans? Yeah, it seems to be. People know a lot of the new songs and singing along, which is always a great time. Absolutely. Really fun. So obviously you had a bit of kind of a quiet period in between the kind of previous record and the new one. What was you doing during that period, and kind of are you pleased to be back now? Do you know what I mean? Does it feel like a bit of a return for you? Or?
Oh, it's great to be back on tour again. We love it. We still kept things going, but just slowly. You still did a few shows last year and the year before, but love it. Love being on tour. That's what it's all about for us. We've got the album out, so now we get to go and have fun.
So what's happening for the rest of your 2015? What are you doing for the rest of the year?
We've got the festivals the rest of the summer, every weekend, and then
every weekend.
Every weekend.
I couldn't do that anymore. I'm past it now.
And then we've got another European tour in December. A few things maybe happening in November and October, but we've not quite got them confirmed yet. But more shows, which is good. Good stuff.
So in terms of the new album, the kind of artwork on it is quite cartoony. Was that your idea, or was that something that came from outside sources?
Well, the initial design came from a fan of ours. She just posted a poster design on our Facebook page. Didn't ask us to do something completely other, but sometimes people do post things. We saw it that's amazing. So we've been kind of wanting to use our image on the album, but weren't really sure how to do that. Didn't really want to have a photo or anything, and didn't know how to do it. We saw that that's perfect.
That's
and kind of the original characters of us are the same, and so just been put in the kind of cartoon comic situation.
Are you guys into comics yourselves, or is it kind of just
like Billy is a bit. We like the kind of all the superhero TV and film stuff, but not massively. I just think we just thought it'd be a really cool idea.
Good. Following on from that though, if you were into superheroes and so on, what would your superpower be? What do you think you'd want to do?
Flying would be good.
Flying,
being invisible would be good. So.
See, for me, it's both of them. I kind of want to do both. If you'd be invisible, you could be able to fly as well.
Yeah.
Like a good mix. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So I think we're pretty much done. Actually, couple more questions. So you're from Hertfordshire, aren't you, originally?
Well, I'm from Essex originally.
Essex, Hertfordshire.
Boys are from Hertfordshire.
Yeah. So I am as well. I used to work in Welling Garden City, which I think was where the boys are from.
Billy and Josh live.
So do you go back much, or like do you kind of?
Billy still lives in Ware.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah. And our rehearsal space is in Hertford.
Yeah.
So that's where we meet to load up the gear to rehearse. Every weekend we meet there to meet the bus and go off.
And does that kind of basing in your kind of roots kind of bring you back to earth every now and again? You're a massive band. You've been touring the world. Is it nice to kind of come home somewhere solid and safe?
It is nice to come back to the area that we're from, and me and Josh live in different places now, so to come back and see friends and family is always tight in. Always go stay with mum and dad and see some friends when we rehearse. So it's actually quite fun.
Brilliant, lovely stuff. Thank you very much for your time.